Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Okay, anyway, today's video is going to be about your spiritual journey, how you should start, or where I think that you should start. And from my experience, honestly, it's not even about where I think you should start. It's just some tips that I know that I'm just gonna share with y'all. Y'all don't have to listen to me, honey. Okay, but anyway, if that's something that you're interested in, keep watching.
I do it with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one.
Y'all like my fall background? It's not even fall here, for real. It's definitely still in the hundreds. Like 110, okay? Why? But let me talk to y'all for a second. I'll put the time clip of the beginning of this video. But if you want to know a little bit more about where I've been and about YouTube and its algorithm and stuff like that, keep listening to me, okay? Because look, I love YouTube. I love posting videos. I love talking to y'all. I love being active on social media. Am I ashy? A little bit. Don't look at it. Anyway, but I like to produce YouTube videos, content, I should say. However, I don't like the stipulations that they want to put on creators that look like me and creators that want to talk about herbs, medicinal herbs, chakra healing, anything for the betterment of you, vitamins. I talk about that kind of stuff. I like to talk about holistic naturopathic medicine. I like to talk about that kind of stuff. That's the type of stuff that I'm well versed on. I don't like, I understand that I'm in the western area of the fucking earth. I'm in western medicine, but I like to talk about natural remedies. I like to talk about a natural way to do things. And it's something that gets muted here. If you guys don't already know, it's something that definitely gets muted on YouTube here. Not only does it get muted, but you'll get shadow banned. So being that I can't talk about exactly what I want to talk about, it detours me from even want to be talking in the first place. Y'all feel me? So I think I'm gonna figure out a way to still get my point across without, like, I just even hate having to be like moving that way. Does that make sense? I don't like to have to move shifty like this. I just like to say what I like to say. If I learn that something natural is able to help you, I want to be able to tell you. And I feel like we can't talk about that kind of stuff here. Okay, but anyway, spiritual journey, let's get into it. So first things first, on your spiritual journey, I say you need to learn, okay? Learn everything that you can possibly learn. If it sounds crazy to you, don't necessarily just take it out of the equation or just dismiss it as crazy. Keep it in the back of your head. I'm not saying take everything as true either. Like I said, just keep it in the back of your head, okay? Things to learn, because people say, oh, like, I don't know what to learn. What am I supposed to be looking up? And I understand where you're coming from, because you don't know what you don't know. So I will say learning about chakras, learning about your birth chart. Pull your birth chart, pull your whole birth chart. You do have to know the time and the place that you were born for it to be accurate. But pull your birth chart. Super, super helpful and super crucial to pull that. Learn about foods, how foods affect you, how meats affect you, learn the acidic sides of different things, because once you learn about how to feed yourself spiritually, especially kind of people, it's good to learn about those kinds of things. You get what I'm saying? It's good to learn about what you should be feeding your, not your skin, but your neuromelanin. Can I even say neuromelanin? Anyway, learn about how products affect us. Learn about what in products is learn about what in products is affecting, okay, this chakra here. Learn about that. Learn about different waters. Oh my gosh, let me tell you guys right now, spring water hands down is the best. I drink Evian. I'm a firm believer in some Evian, honey. I love Evian. But yeah, spring water. But again, take even what I'm saying, take that, just keep it in the back of your head. Don't deem it as right or wrong, just keep it in the back of your head. But learning about water is important, especially in your shower. If you're in the shower and you're soaking up all that steam from the chlorine, that is a certain kind of gas that you're breathing in. Learn about sounds, frequencies, how frequencies affect your body. Learn about grounding, that's very important. Learn about melanin in general, just what is it, how is it. Learn about neuromelanin, learn about the melanin in your skin. Learn about vibrations and how they correlate to different colors, and how they correlate to different symbolisms, and how they correlate to different just things in general. Learn about all these things. That's just my first step. That's first step. This could take you a year, 6 months, however long it takes you to absorb all this information. That's just the first step. A YouTuber that I really do like is Young Pharaoh. I will try to link I'll try to remember to link his channel down below, but I like a lot of the things that he says. I agree with a lot of the things that he's saying. And if I were to give you guys somebody to listen to, I feel like that person is a good person, and he's well versed on what he's talking about. Also, look at the facts. When you're learning, look at the facts. Don't take other people's opinions, okay? Take all of their facts. Take all the, what we finna do? Delete. Just kidding. But anyway, take all the facts. So if you can Google it and you find out that this plus this equals this, factual, that's it. That's it. That's all. Also, taking your personal self out of all of these things that you're going to be learning. So if they say, no, I'm just going to leave it at that. Just don't let ego ruin the message. Don't let the messenger also ruin the message that you're supposed to be getting. Step number 2, I would say, now that you understand what you're even doing, now that you're honestly conscious of what you're doing, because you've been on a journey, on a spiritual journey, just by being here in general, but now that you're conscious of what you're doing, meditate. Now, I say that you should do shadow work before you do any other kind of meditation, intentional meditation, anything, okay? I think you should do 5 minutes shadow work meditation. Excuse me. So that means meditate on your fears, meditate on your traumas, meditate on what really is you. Like, honestly, I had to go deep, for real deep, and realize that I was a jealous bitch. Can I even say that? But look, I was a jealous person, and I had to actually sit with myself and be like, bitch, you're jealous. Like, that's just what it is. And you have to be honest and very true with yourself, okay? Also, like I said, going on your traumas, going off of your fears, going off what you're judgmental on. Are you judgmental on anything? Are you judgmental of people who eat meat because you're a vegan? Are you judgmental of that? Things like that. Being really honest. Yeah, being really honest with yourself. If you see me looking down, look at my notes. Also, I wrote down that this is the time where people start to learn about crystals as they're meditating, because crystals can help with meditation. So I say after you've done your shadow work, also buy yourself a journal. This is my journal, and I had to make it just as extra as myself. But yes, you want to journal about what you're meditating on also, just so you can keep a log and you can go back and stay on track of what you're actually doing. After you've done that, and after you feel very comfortable and very honest with yourself, and you've addressed the shadow side of yourself, doing shadow work in your meditations and stuff like that, and journaling about it, I then encourage you to do like intentional things. So where you're meditating on an intention. Technically you're still doing intentions, but when I say intentional meditation, I mean like where people are trying to do law of attraction, where they're trying to attract things like to themselves. That's what I'm saying. Because technically as you have an intention when you're doing shadow work. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is where people buy crystals to go into whatever they're trying to manifest, or whatever they're trying to hold their intentions to. Or you can meditate with a crystal, where you sit there and you think with your crystal, or you put that energy into your crystal. Also, you can buy crystals on my Etsy store. I make chakra necklaces. Okay, anyway, after that I would go into chakras. Chakras is just the next thing that makes sense. Actually, I think I would put chakras before intentional meditation. Become balanced within yourself. Yes. Become balanced within yourself. I'm going to put chakras before intentional meditation and manifestation, the law of attraction, stuff like that. Get your chakras right. Learn about your chakras, obviously, and then learn how to balance each one. And honestly, I'm still not even done on balancing each chakra yet. This stuff takes time, honey. But yes, that is the first, I would say that's the first, what, 5 steps, first 4 or 5 steps that you should take. Also, when you're doing this stuff, this is just honestly kind of like a side note. I'm going to kind of go into this and gear into this. This is a side note. Don't be, and this is something that I'm working on, don't be into polarities. So like Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter, Trump supporters versus not Trump supporters, the right versus the left, mask wearers versus non-mask wearers, natural people versus non-natural people. The polarity here is what's messing things up, and I've been really practicing on when I see, because I used to get really hyped when I saw Trump supporters and things like that, and now I feel like it is what it is, and I'm gonna let you do what you want to do, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have a stance that is firmly on either side, and let me tell you why. Because you don't know what side is the higher frequency until you step back and take your ego and your personality and your emotions and all of that out of what's going on, and you become the observer. Okay, so this is also something when you're meditating that they tell you to do, is become the observer of your thoughts. Become the observer of just daily life. So don't be on either side. When people ask you, well, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that, don't even feed into anything like that, because one, you're going to be lowering your vibration to even have a conversation with these kind of people, and then 2, you really want to be the observer, so then you can just fuck with the frequency of the people. Like, I only fuck with a righteousness frequency. Like, that's just how it is. If you're not coming at me with a righteousness train of thought, I don't care what you have to do with anything. I don't want to deal with it. Like, for example, there's a bunch of people who are following this Black Lives movement, not the movement, let me take that out. They are following the Black Lives Matter, just the name as itself, and they're donating and stuff, and they really do feel like they're doing something right, but they're not realizing where their donations are going to. So you're clouded through your own thoughts on what you think is going on, when that's really not what's actually going on. Does that make sense? And I hate that I'm even saying does that make sense, because I want to be able to articulate myself clearly. So I don't want you to end up getting gypped on this side of things because you don't understand. Not because you don't understand, but like you're getting so revved up that you don't see what's really happening behind the scenes. You know how like a magician's like, hey, look over here, but something else over here is happening? That's what I'm saying. People are saying look over here, but something else is happening. That's why you have to take out all your emotions and then just step back and look and become the observer of everything that's happening. So then you in return can only follow the righteousness frequency. Because let me be honest with you, not every black person is for Black lives. And we know this. Not all people that are out there marching are actually for Black lives. That's just the truth. My main thing for me, and what my message to you during your journey also, is do not start going with the polarities of things. I'm a meditative spiritualist, I don't burn sage, or I don't do this, but I do that, but I don't do this. Just stop, observe, and then look at the frequencies that are going around you. that are happening around you, that are going. Y'all get what I'm saying? Damn. If you need any more explanation, I'm a better writer than I am a articulator into verbal words. Also angel numbers. That's just something else that I'm just kind of throwing out there. Learn about angel numbers, because the universe does talk to you, but it talks to you numerically. So it's going to talk to you through numbers, because that's the language of the universe. Okay. Yes, y'all, I'm going to be doing more videos. Yes, but I think I'm gonna have to come up with like our own language so I could really, you know, talk to y'all. I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean? Because I want to get out what I want to get out without repercussions for trying to be righteous. That's what I want. All right, bye guys.